Hey y'all, it's Cricket. I just wanted you guys to check this ISS footage. Up in the left-hand corner, you see that? It almost looks like the screen is being pulled down and that the actual sky or actual space is being shown in that left-hand corner. Okay, so it's either they're doing a CGI or some kind of a material to cover up the screen, or that's a very big effing object, or it's some kind of, I don't know. I don't know. It looks weird. It's been doing that for a long time. But I don't know. It kind of looks like it's a star field, but I don't know. It kind of looks like it's a big object. So is that a giant moon we got that we don't know about? Or that one they were talking about? They say, NASA says we have 2 moons, but how come we don't ever see that second little moon? You know, they say it's going to orbit for another 100 years. Really? And that it's been there for 100 years? So, I don't know. What do y'all think? And there's just a lot of crazy shenanigans going on in these photos. Excuse me. Earlier in the clips, where you can see that blue, what I would think what Nibiru would look like. You know, it's blue, smudgy object. Well, I was watching it, and they must not have realized it was being shown, or they just think everybody thinks it's a smudge. Well, it's changed. It's got formation to it. If you're looking dead on, it's to the right of it. It's got like a circle in there, and it has some kind of texturing. So I don't know. And then what is up with the screen right now? That's our sun? Well, what kind of objects behind it? There's a lot of stuff behind it, around it, in front of it. I know there's a lot of lens flares too. But look at this. This looks like our halos and the sun dogs. So is that solar simulator or whatever it is that's up there, or is that just a big ass planet? Now I've seen some stuff to where it looks like it could be celestial, and then I've seen stuff that it looks like it could be man-made metals and different materials. You know, they've got a lot of weird patents out there that's been going back for decades and decades. And then what's all these colors? This is what I get. These are the kinds of lens flares I get, just not as vibrant. What is there an object in every lens flare? Is my theory really truly correct? It might be that there's an object for every lens flare, or maybe not every lens flare, but I don't know. This is insane. And I know there's some kind of thing to make all these colors. It's like a color wheel. I mean, I took art in college, and that looks like a color wheel. And that the sun is just beaming through something to make all these lens flares and these crazy colors. I don't know, you guys. You know, so we didn't have the asteroid. It didn't take out the Earth like some of these people were saying. God, look at that, you guys. Look at all that crazy looking stuff. So we didn't get the asteroid. It didn't take the Earth out like I didn't think it would. It's too small. But we do have another object. If you check my Google Plus, I put a lot of NASA stuff, and I know a lot of people don't believe in NASA and yada yada. Yeah, I know there's a lot of fakery out there. I'm not saying that these guys are honest and these ladies are honest. I know they keep a lot from us, but we can also see a lot from their information. So I like to follow up on everything that I can that I hear from any of the space stations or any of the space agencies, excuse me. So there is, and astronomers, you know, they agree with this, what I'm about to say, that there's many objects that are unpredictable. So, you know, they're really trying to keep an eye on the trajectories of the asteroids and all that good stuff. But we also have an unknown object. It's kind of like an asteroid, it's kind of like a comet, but it's not really like one. So it's an unknown object that's hurtling their words toward Earth. Now, I don't think it's going to hit us or anything like that. That's not what why I'm telling you this. But there's just more and more objects that are coming in our area of Earth and the Moon and Mars. There's just so much activity. You know, what's changed? Is something moving through that they don't want to tell us that's making all these asteroids fly around and just come out of nowhere? I don't know. There's a lot of I don't knows. But we can still keep seeking. We can still keep trying and keep seeking for the truth of what we really are, what everything is. What's true, what's false. I mean, it's like every day, that's all we have to do, is we have to figure out what's true and not. We can't believe anything, and that's what's so sad. You know, and I think it's just always been that way. We just didn't know. And now that people are awake and knowing what's going on in the world, we don't like it. We need a utopia. Well, I'm going to create a utopia. If I get my hands on this house and that 1 acre of land, I know it's not much, but it's in the city. It's right next to a hospital. I swear I'm going to make my own utopia. Yep. I'm going to make my own little place where I can hunker down if something goes down. Something where I can relax. Where there's good energy. Positive. Alright, y'all. I'm getting close to running out of time. But here's some photos that I took the other day. Not yesterday, but the day before. I just didn't post them. There's a halo in there. I don't know if you can see it, but there was a halo. It's just really, it was just so chemmed out. It was hard to see it, but it was there. And there were the sundogs too, but they were so faint because the chemtrails were so thick. Pretty wild. Alright, y'all. It's Cricket. I love ya. Be safe and keep your eyes on the skies. Peace. Over and out. This is Cricket.